baseball fans, welcome here to another episode of After Further Review. I'm your host, Steve Tower, and tonight we are bringing Season Ticket Baseball by Clay Dreslock back onto the tabletop, continuing our 1990 NLCS replay between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. So, the Reds have sweeping on their mind, as in our replay they have taken the first three games, and we will have a game one rematch between the two starters, Bob Walk for Pittsburgh and Jose Rijo for the Reds. So let's see what happens. First, welcome to everyone in the chat room. Robert is joining us from the RGL network down in Florida. Welcome, Robert, for thank you for tuning in. Charles H. is here. Bobby is joining us, in Captain Carl. Harvey Couch joining us as well. Dave Gardner, Dwayne Martz, and Grant Pachoco joining us from the other coast. Thanks for tuning in, Grant. And P-Jet joins us just in time for first pitch. All right, so here we go, folks. Historically, this was this was another game that was played during the day. That's been one of the things that's really blown my mind. Going back, this had a 3 o'clock. Or no, sorry. This was finally a evening game. This started at 8:30. That's right. The other games though had an afternoon start. It was unseasonably warm in Pittsburgh for October 9th. 1990, this took place. It was 72 degrees with just a light breeze blowing out to center field. So there won't be any weather effects taking place tonight. And here we go. And also, I was going to bring Doug Drabeck in on short rest to pitch Game 4. But in my research for this series, some of the video that I watched on this, Doug Drabeck had a very strict regimen, and he would not pitch on short rest. That was why he historically did not start Game 1 of this series. So in keeping with that, we are going to have Bob Walk on the mound for the Bucks. All right, so here we go. Let's see if the Reds can close this out, or if the Pirates can push the sun up for another game and get their Cy Young Award winner back on the mound for a Game 5. All right, here we go. Barry Larkin is going to lead things off once again for the Reds. Bob Walk gets the sign from Lavalier behind the plate, and Game 4 is underway. And Game 4 is going to start with a strikeout on Larkin. So Larkin goes down swinging, curveball in the dirt. Lavalier will tag him to finish the play, and there is one down. Billy Hatcher playing in center field tonight and batting second. He will come up next for 90. The roll for him, this is against a righty. He's going to get a drive into deep left field. Let's see, Hatcher with a power of 3. We'll add that. So 10, 12. Is going to be a deep fly into left field. Bonds will track that down. Long, loud out. And now there are 2 outs. Base is empty for Paul O'Neill back in the starting lineup tonight for Game 4. Let's see, 154 is the roll, and that will also be a fly out to left field. Bonds only has to take a couple steps for that one to record the out. 3 up, 3 down. And it is Cincinnati nothing. Pittsburgh coming up to bat. Here in the bottom half of the first, Jose Rijo, the Game 1 winner, towing the mound, looking to lead his team into the World Series. He'll be facing Wally Backman, who's going to lead things off, playing at third base tonight for the hometown Pirates. 581, so that is going to bring us into center field. And Billy Hatcher is playing in center field, which is not his carded position. So that means that we will go to the range chart for him. So Billy Hatcher with a range in center field of 4. Let's see. The blue die is a 1. And so, yeah, so Hatcher will easily compare the blue die to the range of the player in that position. So Hatcher is able to casually take a couple steps to his right to record the out. So 1 out. Nobody on for Jay Bell, playing at short, batting second for Pittsburgh. Let's see, 3-5-5. And he is going to beat out an infield single. Our first hit of the game goes to Jay Bell. And now the big 3 hitters for Pittsburgh coming up. Andy Van Slyke, the center fielder, coming up. Let's see if the Pirates can get something going in the first inning. 5:39 is going to bring us to the first baseman's card, and that is Hal Morris. And a 5:39 is going to be an error. So a hot shot down the first base line. Morris moves in on it, and it is going to eat him up. Everyone will be safe. So an E3 if you're scoring at home. And now we have runners at first and second. And still just 1 out for the first of the Killer Bees. Bobby Bowe steps up. And let's see if he can do some damage. 351. That is going to go to Chris Sabo at third. And a 351 is going to be the pitcher's best friend. Sabo to Duncan to Morris. They go around the horn. 5, 4, 3. And that will do it. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on. No, I guess it'd be nobody left on. And after 1 full, there is no score here from Three Rivers. All right. Spuds with the good grab over there at third base. And that had the potential for a very big inning with Barry Bonds coming up, but 5-4-3 gets him out of it. All right, so here we go. And then second, it's going to be Eric the Red who will lead things off. 672 is, no, it's just going to be a hard shot to short. And Bell will fire that on to first. And we've got 1 out. Base is empty for Hal Morris, whose error ended up not costing anything, thankfully, for the Reds. Let's see what he can do here. 554. That is going to go to Backman, playing at third. Let's see, 54. And that is going to get past him for a single into left field. So Hal Morris gets the first hit of the night for the Reds. And we've got 1 on, 1 out for Chris Sabo. Chris Sabo made that spectacular play. And the bottom of the first, let's see if he can do something with his bat. And he cannot. He's going to get jammed, and he will pop out to Lind at second. Infield fly will be called, and there are 2 outs now. Still a runner at first for the catcher, Jeff Reed. Let's see if we can get a little 2-out rally going here. 477. Oh, and indeed he will. That is going to be a long single into center field. So Morris will get on his horse and get all the way to third. And we will have runners at the corners for Duncan. So Mariano Duncan batting 8th. He was a pretty good hitter for the Reds. He batted .306 on the year. Let's see if he can get it done here. 2 on, 2 out. Let's see, 261. Oh boy, that's going to be a deep drive into left field. Bonds turns towards the wall. Let's see, Duncan has a power of 5. But an 8. We'll take it. Is going to be a double. All right. And let's see. I believe, is it with 2 outs that everyone scores on a double, or do you need to get the double plus? Let me make sure I get that scoring right. I think that it's only the runner on third. Yeah, runners advance 2 bases. If we got a 2 base plus. All right, so Duncan will get an RBI double. Reed will hold at third. And the Reds are going to strike first. And that will bring up Jose Rijo, who can really help his cause out here. If he were to get a hit, 2 runners in scoring position. And let's see, Bob Walk starting to sweat a little out there. And a 140. Rio is going to get a hold of one, but it'll be in just a shallow left field. Bonds will take a couple steps in to grab that for the final out, but not before Cincinnati is able to get on the board. 3 hits, 1 run, 2 left on, and it is 1-0 as we head into the bottom of the second. Let's see, the 2-out bonus is blue pits. Oh, right, yeah, okay. Thank you, Brandon. Welcome to the chat room. All right, so here in the bottom of the second, it will be the 1990 MVP, Barry Bonds, leading things off. Let's see what he can do. 224 is the roll. And he is going to draw a walk. So the leadoff runner is aboard. Let's see, and Bonds is a pretty good base runner, at least in 1990 he was. So he is going to try to steal second base. So first we'll see if he gets a lead. His steal rating is 7. Oh boy. So 7, 8, 9. So an 18 will definitely be a 12. So he will get the lead. Let's see. Jeff Reed has an arm rating. He has an arm rating of 4. All right. So Bonds with a. Oh, sorry, it was the steal the steal rating, but it still would have been more than enough. Okay, now we're going to use the speed plus all 3 dice, and he is most likely going to steal. So 7, 11, 15, 20. Yes, he will. All right, so Bonds walks and then immediately gets into scoring position with a stolen base. And that will bring up Sid Bream. Playing at first tonight, batting 6 for the Pirates. Tying run in scoring position, 540. That is going to go to Duncan at second base, and a 540. Let's see, it would be a double play if they had one set up, but he will just get the out at first base, and with the hit to the right side of the infield, Bonds is going to advance on the ground out. All right, so now runner at third for the catcher, Mike LaValliere. Let's see what happens here. 672. The home team will add 5. So 677. Oh, no, it's going to be a wild pitch. Oh, and Bonds is going to come in to score on a wild pitch. Wow. How about that? Some small ball here. Bream gets him over. Well, so a walk and then a stolen base. A ground out to second to advance him to third, and then a wild pitch scores the tying run. All right. As Randy Corrier joins us in the chat room and says, "Go Tech." Yes. Hello. If there's any fellow Clarkson alum in the chat room, welcome everybody. All right. Let's see. So Lavalier still at the plate. 406, and he is going to draw a walk. So that will make things interesting. Is now the second baseman, Jose Lind, is going to come up. 1 out, 1 on, 1 run already in. Rijo struggling here in the second. 329 is going to be an infield single. And we will have runners at first and second as the pitcher spot comes up. And they are going to try to avoid the double play. And so they will have walk laid down a bunt. He has a pretty good bunt rating. He has a bunt rating of 5. So we'll add that to all 3 dice. 6, 10, 17. Ooh, it's going to be a fielder's choice. So the defense may take the automatic out at first or challenge any forced runner. Ooh, so they could get the runner at, let's see, because Lavalier, I'm assuming his speed, yeah, he has a speed of 0. And Rijo has an arm of 2. Ooh. So actually, it would be pretty close. Yeah. You know what? We're just gonna take the out at first. All right. So Walk does his job. Give him credit for a sacrifice bunt. The runners will advance. So we got runners at second and third now, 2 out, and back at the top of the order, Wally Backman. He flew out to center field his first time up. 6-10 will become a 6-15, so that will just be a pop out to Duncan at second base. He takes 1 step onto the outfield grass, makes the grab for the out, and the Reds dodge what could have been a crooked inning there. Just the 1 run comes across on a wild pitch. Boy, oh boy. So 1 hit, 1 run, and 2 runners left on. As we head to the third, we are all tied up at 1 apiece. And the Reds will have the top of their order due up here. All right. 1-1 game. Game 4. The Reds trying to sweep the series. Can they do it here on the road? A 158 is going to be shot down the line. Bream will pick it up. Toss to Walk, covering the bag for the first out. 3-1 if you're scoring at home. Here comes Billy Hatcher. He flew out to left field. His first appearance. 194, and he is going to drive 1 into right field. It'll bounce off the wall, but he will make the turn, but decide to not test Bobby Bo's arm. And now here comes Paul O'Neill. O'Neill, a fly-out victim, his first at-bat. 367. And that is going to be a fly-out to right field. No chance for advancement with just a runner at first base. And now Eric Davis, Eric the Red, he ground out on his first appearance. 560, that is probably going to be an out. Oh, yeah, how about that? It's right there. Jay Bell, he will ground to short. Bell will take the short throw to second base to get the force. And that will do it. So, no runs, 1 hit, and nobody left on. We'll head to the bottom of the third, a 1-1 game here. So, Pittsburgh will have their 2, 3, and 4 batters coming up here in the third. Let's see, 539. That is going to go to... Oh, no, how about that? Hal Morris is going to get his second error of the evening, and the leadoff runner is aboard. So another E3 on the books, and the dangerous part of the Pirates' order coming up now. Here is Van Slyke, who reached on that first error. Let's see what he does here. 245. Oh, nice. We like that. Duncan to Larkin to Morris. 4-6-3. Double play. Whew. All right. That is the second double play turned by the Cincinnati infield. So now bases empty, 2 outs for Bobby Bonilla. 558. That is going to be a hard shot to Sabo at third, and that is going to get by a diving Sabo into left field for a 2-out single. The third hit of the night for the Pirates. And now here comes Barry Bonds. Bonds had a productive at-bat, or appearance, I should say. Last time he walked, stole second, advanced on a ground out, and then scored on a wild pitch. 374, and he's going to reach the third error of the night on Hal Morris. Uh-oh. He's getting the yips over there, I think. So second error of the inning, third of the night, and now we've got runners at first and second, 2 out for Sid Bream. Boy, and I think maybe Todd Benzinger is going to start getting his first base glove warmed up in case he needs to come in. All right, Sid Bream, ground out in his first appearance. 626 becomes a 631 for the home team, and that will just be a pop fly to Larkin at short. So thankfully, those 2 errors do not end up costing any runs. So 1 hit, no runs, 2 left on, and it is still 1-1 as we head to the 4th inning. Oh, goodness. What a fantastic game 4 we've had so far here. It is 1-1. We'll have the middle of the Cincinnati order. Here comes Hal Morris. He'll get some jeers as he comes to the plate. And he had a single and a run, so he's doing it at the plate. Let's see, 592. I think that is going to be an out. That'll go to Bobby Bonilla's card. A 592. Yeah, we'll just be an F9. for the first out. 1 out, base is empty for Chris Sabo. Chris Sabo popped out in his first appearance. 632, that is going to be a pop out to short. 2 quick outs for Bob Walk here in the 4th inning. Here comes Jeff Reed. Reed with a single in his only appearance so far. 232. 232 is going to become, this is against a lefty, a 582. So that'll go to Van Slyke in center field, and a 582 becomes a F8. All right, so 3 up, 3 down. Nothing doing in the 4th. Top of the 4th, we'll head to the bottom half of the inning. Still knotted up at 1 apiece. So Bob Walk is doing some pretty good work here, keeping his team in it. Here in the bottom of the 4th, it'll be the bottom 3rd of the order. Mike Lavalier is going to lead things off. He drew a walk in his first appearance. 521. That'll be on Jeff Reed's. A 521 is going to be a strikeout. So he frames it nicely. Gets the call. And there is 1 out. Let's see, I think that is the first K of the night for Jose Rijo. Is that right? The first K? Yeah. All right, so Jose Lind comes up now. 1 for 1. 631 becomes a 636 for the home team. So that'll be a fly out to center field. 2 up, 2 down. Now here comes the pitcher, Bob Walk. He had a sacrifice bunt in his first appearance that put runners in scoring position, but they would get stranded. 507 will be a rare play. So rare play with the bases empty. So we'll roll the dice again. 520. 520. Let's see. So it's going to, wow, deep fly bounces off the outfield wall and past, I guess this will be past the right fielder. The batter gets a bases clearing triple. He may also try for an inside the park home run by challenging the right fielder's arm. I don't think that he is going to do that. He will be happy with his with his triple. So Bob Walk gets a surprising 2-out triple here in the bottom of the 4th. So he represents the go-ahead run, and we are back to the top of the order. Oh boy, yes, Marge is going to sick her dog on Hal Morris. Good old Shotzi. All right, so Wally Backman coming up. He is 0 for 2 on the night. 247, and he is going to ground to Duncan, who throws on to Morris for the 3rd out. So another runner in scoring position is stranded by the Pirates. And the score remains 1-1 as we head to the 5th inning. All right, so here in the 5th, Bob Walk does have a stamina rating of 4. So any time a runner gets on base now, it will add a point of fatigue. All right, and it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 batters due up for Cincinnati. So here's Mariano Duncan. 243 becomes a 283. Or sorry, becomes a 583. And I think that is going to be an out. Yes. So fly out to center field for Duncan. And here comes Jose Rijo. Let's see if he can match the output of his counterpart. A 180. Well, he is going to get a hit. He'll get a bloop single. And we have a single and a triple by our two pitchers tonight. There we go. All right, so Rijo is on, representing the go-ahead run, and we are back to the top of the order. All right, so let's see. Larkin comes up to the plate now. Larkin 0 for 2, looking for his first hit. A 102 is going to become a 302, and that is going to be a strikeout. Larkin having a tough time at the plate here in Game 4. Here comes Billy Hatcher. Hatcher 1 for 2 with a single. 368. And he is going to reach as a grounder to Backman at third. Is going to just take a weird hop on him. And everyone's going to be safe. So the first error of the evening for Pittsburgh. And now we've got 2 on, 2 out. And Paul O'Neill stepping up to the plate. And we will get some action in the Pittsburgh bullpen. But right now it's Walk against O'Neill. Can Walk get out of this one? I think he did 141. Yes, he did. That is going to be a fly out to left field. O'Neill reaches for an outside curve and just gets a weak fly ball to Bonds and left. And Walk has pitched out of danger. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. And it is still 1-1. Let's see. Walk will get 2 points of fatigue on him now for the 2 runners reaching. Not sure if he will be back out. Let's see what happens here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll have the 2, 3, and 4 batters coming up for Pittsburgh. Jay Bell, he has reached twice tonight, a single, and one of the errors on Hal Morris. 136, that is going to be a hot shot back to the mound, but Rijo fields it cleanly, fires on to Morris for the first out. Base is empty, 1 down for Van Slyke. Van Slyke reached on an error and ground into a double play so far this evening. Let's see, 464 rather. 464 is going to be a triple. Oh my goodness. The second triple of the night for Pittsburgh. And the go-ahead run. Oh, boy. Yikes. So, I guess Cincinnati is going to play the infield in. Because you don't want to walk Bonilla to get to Bonds. All right, so here we go. Can Rijo get out of trouble here and still have the tie game? 287. Let's see. Against, it's going to be a deep drive to center field. Oh, boy. Bonilla with a power of 9. 9, 10, 18. Oh, that is going to be long, deep, and out of here. Bobby Bonilla smacks a drive to straightaway center field. And he got all of that one. The Pirates take the lead 3-1. And the Pittsburgh crowd will be on its feet now. Jose Rijo, he'll get a little quick visit from Jeff Reed telling him to settle down. We're still in this. All right, so here comes Bonds. Bonds, 0-4. Well, actually, I guess he has 2 appearances, a walk and an error. So he's been on base twice with no hits. 299. Oh no, that's going to be a deep drive into right field. Bonds with a power of 9. So 9, 10, 13. Oh, that is going to be just a deep drive into right field. O'Neill able to corral that on the warning track. Woo! For a long, loud second out. And now here comes Sid Bream. Bream 0-for-2. 3-0-3. And he will strike out for the third out. But damage done. 2 runs, 2 hits. Nobody left on. And Pittsburgh has taken the lead here in Game 4. 3-1. So, here in the 6th, I think that Pittsburgh, they'll let Bob Walk stay on, but if anybody does get on base, they will head to the pen. Got the middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6 batters coming up. Here is Eric Davis. Davis 0-for-2 on the night. 239. Is going to become a 589. Oh, so a drive into center field. A 589 is going to be a single. So Davis reaches for the first time. And it looks like that is going to be it for Bob Walk. With Hal Morris coming up, he's going to go to the pen. And he will bring in, I think he'll bring in Bob Patterson. That looks like their best option now. All right, so Bob Walk will get a nice round of applause from the home crowd as he goes 5+ innings, 6 runs, or 6 hits rather. And just the 1 run so far, but responsible for Davis at first. So Patterson will come on here to face Morris. All right, here we go. Hal Morris, he could go a long ways to making everyone forget about his 3 errors with a hit here. Let's see, 271. Oh, that is going to be a deep drive into right field. Bobby Bonilla back racing towards the wall. Let's see, Morris has a power of 4. Let's see, 16. Oh man, it's just a long, loud out. But let's see, with the plus on the fly out. Well, actually, I think that's my first time seeing a plus on a fly out. I guess that means that both runners would advance. I think that's what that means. All right, so that we'll have Davis advance on the flyout. Oh, but Morris almost tied up the game. Whew, on 1 swing of the bat. All right, so now here comes Chris Sabo. Sabo 0-for-2 on the evening. We got a runner at second. Let's see, 338. 338 is going to be an infield fly to the first baseman for a big second out. Runner still in scoring position. Jeff Reed coming up. And I think we're going to go to the bench. We'll have Joe Oliver pinch hits, and then he will also stay in to do the catching duties. So Oliver comes in the 6th inning. All right, so here we go. Can Oliver get a big 2-out hit? 661. He cannot. That will be a grounder to second base for the 3rd out. So, runner stranded at second. The score remains 3-1. Pittsburgh on top. And we will head to the bottom of the 6th. Jose Rijo still out there on the mound. He has a stamina of 5. So any runner or any base runner reaching will add a point of fatigue. Let's see, as Captain Carl, Bobby gives us some historical reference here. Morris is in good company. Brooks Robinson once made 3 errors in the same game. Wow, I did not know that. Well, there we go. So Hal Morris, Brooks Robinson, 3 errors in a game. Let's see, here in the bottom of the 6th, it's the bottom 3rd of the order. So Mike Lavalier leading things off. 637 becomes a 642. It'll be a fly out to center field for the first out. And now that'll bring up Jose Lind. Lind 1 for 2 with a single. 115 will become a 315, which is a strikeout. So 2 outs, bases empty. The pitcher spot coming up, and let's see. I think that they'll bring in a pinch hitter. And in the bullpen, they will have Stan Belinda ready to go. But for now, we'll have R.J. Reynolds come in to pinch hit. So R.J. comes on here in the 6th inning. And let's see, bases empty, 2 outs. 341 is going to be a long fly into right field for the out. So 3 up, 3 down in the 6th. And the Pirates are still up 3-1. All right, and we will have the 3rd pitcher of the night for Pittsburgh, as Patterson goes 1 inning, giving up no hits, no runs. And so Belinda comes on now here to start the 7th, and he will be facing the 8, 9, and 1 batters due up here for Cincinnati. All right, Mariano Duncan leading things off. Duncan with an RBI double, which has so far been the only run of the game for Cincinnati. Can they get their bats going here in the 7th? A 185 is going to be a leadoff walk for Duncan. So the tying run is going to come to the plate. The pitcher spot due up, so they will go to the bench. And let's see. I think we got to go with Luis Quinones, who has been our best pinch hitter. A switch hitter, so he'll bat from the left-hand side against Belinda. All right, so Quinones on in the 7th. So Rijo will end up going 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. All of them earned somehow. Oh, no, actually, I guess because the first run scored on a wild pitch, that would not be considered an earned run. But nonetheless, finds himself on the wrong end of a 3-1 game right now. Let's see if his team can rally around. And we will have Rob Dibble warming in the bullpen for Cincinnati. All right, so here we go. Belinda against Quinones. Here is the pitch. 567. So that is going to go to Bell. And Quinones keeps his hot bat going. He is going to drive a single into left field. There we go. Another pinch hit. Single for Quinones. And we've got runners at first and second. Nobody out for Barry Larkin. And boy, somebody that is due. Here we go. Larkin 0 for 3 on the evening so far with 2 strikeouts. All right, so here we go. After a conference on the mound, Belinda comes back, ready to go. Larkin digs in. Belinda gets a sign from the stretch. Kicks. Delivers. 425. That is going to go to Lavalier's card. Let's see. Or no, sorry. A 425 is going to go to Larkin's card. Oh, no. That is going to be a 6-4-3 double play. And the bad evening continues for Larkin. So Duncan will advance to third on the play. Oh, boy. All right. And now Billy Hatcher comes up. Still representing the tying run. Duncan at third. Can Belinda get out of this? 479. He will. That is going to be a fly out to center field. Oh, boy. And a missed opportunity for Cincinnati. Oh, no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on. Cincinnati still trailing 3-1 as we head into the 7th inning stretch. All right, so here we go. Join in at home if you would like. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. There we go. All right. So, with the pinch hitter, we'll go to the bullpen for Cincinnati. The bullpen, one of their biggest strengths, but they will be coming on here to try to just hold the game at a 2-run game instead of trying to hold a lead. So Dibble comes on here in the 7th. And he will be facing the top of the order. Backman, Bell, Van Slyke due up for Pittsburgh. Oh, thank you, Cleveland baseball fan. Appreciate the applause. All right, so let's see. Backman 0 for 3 on the night. Dibble, that high kick, throws it in. 282 will be a strikeout. Oh, Backman goes down. Some high cheese for the first out. Here comes J Bell. J Bell, 1 for 3 on the night. 223. That is going to be a strikeout. 2 up, 2 Ks for Dibble. Here comes Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke has a triple, a run scored, reached on an error, and ground into a double play. So busy night for him at the plate. 289 will be a strikeout. So Dibble strikes out the side. And he'll yell into the dugout as he comes off the field saying, "Come on, let's go. Get some runs on the board." We'll head to the top of the 8th. Still 3-1, Pittsburgh on top. And we will have the 3, 4, and 5 heart of the order coming up for Cincinnati. Let's see. So, Belinda. Oh, yeah, he has a stamina of 0. So, he already has 2 fatigue on him. I think that they are not going to play around. They will. They're going to bring in Landrum. Or let's see, actually, they have a lefty up first. Let's see what I've got. A lefty, right, lefty. Yes, they're going to bring in. They're going to bring in John Smiley. Here to start the 8th. And they will have Landrum getting warm in the pen should anything happen. All right, let's see. O'Neill, he has flown out 3 times tonight. Let's see if he can straighten one out to start the 8th. He will not. He will get jammed and pop up to second base. 1 down. Base is empty for Eric Davis. Davis 1 for 3 on the night. 544. That's going to go to Bell Lind at second. 544. He will snag that and have time to throw on to first for the out. So the Pittsburgh bullpen doing its job here. And now here comes Hal Morris, boy, who just missed a 2-run homer. His last at-bat has not got a hit tonight. 577. That is going to go to Bonds in left field, and that is going to be a double. So Morris gets his second hit of the evening, puts himself in scoring position. And Chris Sabo, who led the team in home runs, is going to step up to the plate. And Jim Leland is not going to give Smiley a chance here. He is going to make the call to Landrum to face the righties. So Smiley will go 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit before giving away to Landrum. All right, so here we go. Sabo up at the plate. Let's see. Sabo is he is 0 for 3 tonight. Boy, actually, he hasn't got the ball out of the infield yet tonight. Pop out to second, short, and first. Well, let's see if he can get a hold of one here. 6:45. That is not going to do it. He'll get it out of the infield at least, but just a fly out to straightaway center field. Van Slyke just a couple steps to his left makes the catch, and another run stranded. It still remains 3-1. Pittsburgh leads as we head into the bottom of the 8th. All right, we are going to go to the pen again. This time we're going to bring fellow nasty boy Norm Charlton out to face the Killer Bees here. All right, so Dibble did his part with a 1-2-3 7th. Let's see if Charlton can match him here. 324 is the roll. Well, he'll get Bobby Bonilla to strike out for the first out. Four Ks in a row on Pittsburgh batters. And now here comes Bonds. Bonds without a hit tonight, but has walked, stolen a base, and scored a run. Oh no. Well, I guess you can only contain him for so long, and that is just a straight bomb. Bonds will watch that one as he takes a couple of strides up the first baseline before tossing his bat. That is a long, loud home run. Whoop, and the crowd is loving it. And Pittsburgh extends its lead 4-1. All right, one out. Base is empty now for Sid Bream. Let's see, 140. Oh no, that is going to be a double. And Charlton, what is going on? The bullpen has been such a big factor in this short series. But Charlton having some issues here. Let's see if he can work through it against Lavalier. 320. Oh, he cannot. That is going to be an infield single. And we're going to have runners at the corners. Still just one out. And Jose Lind coming up. Oh, boy. All right. So, let's see. We'll get some... I guess we'll get Rick Mahler is going to get warmed up in the pen. But right now it's Norm Charlton's job to work out of this mess. And we get a 277. Oh, against a righty is going to be just a fly out to shallow right field for the second out. And then that will bring the pitcher spot up. And now a decision to make, which I might need to roll a decider die because they're up by 3 and they have their closer coming up to bat. I'm not sure if they would let him bat so that he can try to close out the game, or if they would bring in a pinch hitter to try to drive in more runs. Because they still do have a couple of good pinch hitters on the bench. They could bring in Carmelo Martinez. They could bring in Gary Redus. And the stadium chairs, yeah. All right, I think I am going to roll a decider die. So let's see. We'll say, does Leland let Landrum come up to bat? And the dot says yes. All right. There we go. The decider die has spoken. Landrum will come up. See if he can help the cause here. 562. That is going to go to Larkin, and a 562 will just be a ground out. Larkin will throw to second to get the the short out. All right, so they do not add any more runs. They get the 1 run on this solo bomb, and then 2 runners stranded. So here we go. Top of the ninth, a 3-run game. And Pittsburgh trying to send this to a Game 5 where the Cy Young Award winner for the National League waits for his second start. Let's see. And we're going to have, unfortunately, the 7, 8, and 9 batters due up. So Joel Oliver will have to bat because we do not have any other catchers left in the game. So here we go. 4-11. 4-11 will be a grounder to short. And there is one out. The Three Rivers crowd on its feet. They are not ready to be swept. Here goes Mariano Duncan. 3-13. That is going to be a strikeout. Now 2 down. And Cincinnati down to its last out. With the pitcher spot due up, they will, let's see, I think it's going to be Winningham, probably, who would come off the bench. Although Ron Oster is a switch hitter. Yeah, I think they'll have Oster come in to pinch hit. Let's see if they can get another pinch hit single. All right, so here we go. Oster will bat from the left-hand side against the righty Landrum. Kicks, deals, 205, becomes a 405, which is going to be a liner right back to the mound. And Landrum snags it for the final out. So the Bucks up against the wall with elimination. And they get a good one here. And they win this. Your finals 4-1. All right. As Bob's Tabletop Sports has joined us late here. Welcome, Bob. There we go. So Bob Walk will get the win. He goes 5+ innings. Scattering 6 hits and just 1 run, which is the only run of the game. Jose Rijo will get the loss. He went 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. One of them on a wild pitch that was the first run of the game. And let's see, I think for a MVP, I guess. Well, I suppose we'll give co-MVPs to Bonilla and Bonds. So Bonilla had 2 RBIs with that 2-run bomb, and also had a single. Barry Bonds had a walk, a stolen base, 2 runs scored, and a home run. So there we go. All right, so that means that we're going to be back next week with Game 5, which will still be at Three Rivers Stadium. And we will have a rematch of the Game 2 starters. It will be Tom Browning, rest in peace, taking on Doug Drabeck for Game number 5. All right, guys, that will do it for tonight. Thank you so much for everybody who joined in. Hope you have a great rest of the week. Be sure to hit that like on your way out. And if you would like to help support the channel, you can click the join button down below here for information on that. But until next time, my name's Steve. Get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, everybody.